ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Bill Guile. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
Good evening, everyone. Boy, what a change in temperature over the past 24 hours. Boy, a wind shift can do all the difference in the world. We had a frontal boundary just kind of work its way southward across the region this morning, and the wind shifted into the north and northeast. And that just really brought in the less hot temperatures, if you will. We were up around 90 yesterday at this time, and now we're hovering barely at 70 degrees, dealing with showers that have been coming through off and on throughout the entire day. And a lot of clouds still in place right now in Providence. Looking down the bay, it's 67 degrees. The dew point, yeah, a little bit on the muggy side, mid-60s, but certainly nothing oppressive like those 70-degree dew points that we've been having to deal with, especially going all the way back through the weekend. So as we look around the region right now, yeah, everybody's pretty much upper 60s to near 70 degrees. The warmest spot, if you will, is down along the south coast, where there's actually a little bit of shower activity going on. Westerly, Groton and New London, Connecticut, both at 71 degrees. And as we widen out, we find that the heat and the humidity that we were dealing with has now been shoved off to the south and to the southwest. So it's going to stay down there. We're going to be looking at temperatures that are a little cooler than normal for the rest of the week. And one of the reasons being is we're going to be under the cloud cover and in and out of the threat of some rainfall. So here's what's going on. There's a frontal boundary. Here it is. I was talking about this. That it moved off the south coast this morning. Now it's the conduit for shower activity to move along. So we'll take a closer look at that in a moment. Let's look down further to the southeast coast, where we have Tropical Storm Debbie, and it is still having maximum winds of 40 miles per hour, just sitting about 10 miles east of Savannah, Georgia. Look at all the rainfall that it's been producing. We've been seeing as much as 10 to 15 inches of rain across the southeastern U.S., and that's going to continue to be the case as this thing just wanders around for a couple of days, and then finally, as we get towards Thursday night and Friday, starts to make its move up through the mid-Atlantic states. And then right now, it looks like the track is going to stay well to the west of New England. Now, just focusing on the track, that's one thing. The main story here is the impacts of the rainfall that we're going to be dealing with. And so it looks like the axis of the heaviest rains will go to our west based on that latest line of thinking. So here's what happens. We have a wave of low pressure come through overnight tonight. So we're going to get our own showers and thunderstorms. This has nothing to do with the tropical system. This is just a wave of low pressure moving on across the region, that frontal boundary. Tomorrow and in late tomorrow afternoon and into Thursday, kind of a drier couple of days, if you will. But then Thursday night and Friday, we start to get the remnants of Debbie moving up. But notice where the axis is going here, back through New York State. So that's good news for us because we're already going to be concerned with some of the rainfall potential coming in overnight tonight. But there's still the threat of getting as much as an inch or two, maybe some localized 3 amounts, but now that's more or less shifting perhaps out through the Hudson River Valley to be concerned with. And then, as I said, as we go into Saturday and into Sunday, we'll start drying out a bit. But again, backing up to the near term, for tonight, showers coming in around 9, 10 o'clock. Most of them be light at first, but as we get past the midnight hour, we could have some locally heavier downpours. It's a wet morning commute, but drying for the lunchtime hour and into the afternoon with some brightening conditions, and rainfall totals would be highest wherever the heaviest band's set up right now. It's kind of looking like it's down towards Block Island and right along the immediate south coast. So we'll see how things start shaping up later on this evening. You want to check back in at 11 o'clock tonight. All right, so we're drying out for Thursday, but Friday and Saturday are our wet days as the remnants of Debbie move on through the second half of the weekend, drying out again, getting back to sunshine and temperatures holding in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. That's your latest forecast.